We ready to jump in and play Cosplay Chronicles?
Woo! Yes!
Sound effects!
It has been a month since we have last played, and I have missed all of you. I've missed hanging out with all of you. It has been a hectic time living in the world that we live in right now. So, in all of that good favor, normally I would do the recap myself, but Pannon offered to reread her notes and said it out loud, and now this DM is going to make Rain. What happened last time?
So last time we found out there were like 12 of the cards that were handed out that we needed to take all of them out so they wouldn't combine into a big fire elemental. But since we basically disabled the Junko Emo from using her grimoire, it effectively nullified the majority of that. We sprung a trap to catch her, which went surprisingly well. Like, very surprisingly well. Draxel had some, like, weird, menacing flirting going on with her. I don't know. Yeah. And let's see. Tolan and Vea hung out with the cardboard Mega Man. What else we got?
Oh yeah, Cardboard Mega Man was so cute.
We ended up gaining the golden tools from finishing the scavenger hunt. Tolan got the Yeetle collection.
Heck yes.
Got the Adder Cadabra. Rain got the Singer sewing machine. And Vea got the 1, 2, 3 blocks. And they are probably going to go party it up and have fun and all that stuff.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Anyone else's notes want to include anything? Anything that you felt Rain missed?
Think so?
I will take that silence as a no.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we will say it is the third and final day of BarkCon here at the Wise Pine Tree. You guys have gotten like one of the best nights of sleep that you could have gotten. All of this weight is kind of off of your shoulders. You feel successful and proud of yourselves that you were able to do this. There's definitely some other emotions in there, but that's not for me to like dictate. But you definitely feel that this sense of urgency has been kind of taken away. You are fully rested, your spell slots are back to full, your HP is back to max, and you guys are all level 5 now. So that is very, very exciting.
Did I do that?
Wake up. You have a couple of hours for just kind of con shenanigans. There's a few things going on, like there's a zoo scenario going on. Big quotations around zoo. But there is a lot of people who are like having their final sales on their last day, trying to get rid of whatever their stock is. What would you all like to do?
I mean, I'm all for checking out last day sales. I feel like we were so distracted. I didn't get to actually take a good look.
Gotta find the Dojinshi booth.
Yes, of course. We did mention him last time.
Ah, yes.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys head back down to the Artist Alley, and you guys find like there's a lot less traffic than there have been the last 2 days. Still a good number of people walking around. A lot of Aarakocras are still kind of like the dominant peoples that you're seeing, and few wood elves here and there. But yeah, you do see the Dojinshi booth with the one guy that's always there. And you also are seeing like some of those like mall weapons booths and
Oh yeah, we do need to stop and get a souvenir for our sponsor.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, is there anything that you guys are looking for?
I don't know. It's been so long since we got to just like do something fun or
Look around.
con. Yeah. I kind of want to just like take in the fan art. We did get to see that like cool magical girl book booth. See if there's anything else fun like that.
Okay.
Just explore what's there.
Okay.
Yeah, and we should just walk by the metal crafting guys and just see if they're kind of back to normal.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Maybe not like bring up, hey guys, this horrible thing just happened to you, but just see if they're doing okay.
Yeah. No,
How they're
that's
feeling.
that's a good idea. So
As Tolan's walking out, he like quickly looks around and is like, "I'm gonna roll perception," because he's like paranoid that someone's hunting them or something. Because like that's what it's been for forever.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I forgot how to D&D. Hang on.
We're all a little rusty. It's fine. It'll give us a little bit of time to get back into the groove of things.
Awesome. I got a 3.
3. So as you like pop the door open to the hotel room, like you see one of the concierge people like walking up and down the hallway. They've got like a tray of like half-eaten food. You see people like are checking out. They're leaving this day, not necessarily con related. No one's like giving you like side eyes of like kind of looking at you. You know what I mean? Like they're just okay. But everyone seems to be pretty chill. But there's still a lot of foot traffic. So if your hope was that your perception check would have eased that anxiety, I'm going to say no, not with a 3.
Tolan gives them side eye, and then like slink behind his friends.
Jaguar Quinn says, "I forgot how to D&D mood." So yeah, as you guys make it back down to the main area, you guys walk by the metal craft people who were working with the mended chain, more or less, as far as you guys could tell. And there is one person there. You have not seen this person before. They look very, very young, but they also are a halfling. So very, very young could also be 50, 60 years old. You're not quite sure. So this halfling is just...
Never assume a halfling's age.
They could be 111. And they sit there and they've got this like long ponytail and then a buzz cut on the side of their head and kind of like a little bit of ink along their like skull surrounding their ear. And they go, "Hello, can I do anything for you?" As you're walking by, they're just trying to like get people engaged. They're not necessarily like trying to get you to come by. They're just like reaching out to anybody who's walking by at this point.
Hey, how's your weekend been going?
It's been hectic. Oh my goodness. So my buddies who are holding down the booth, they got food poisoning super, super bad.
Ooh.
They have been like, I thought that they were just drinking really late last night. You know what I mean? And no, they're just like, "Oh my gosh, Miranda, you gotta cover the booth. Miranda, please cover the booth." And I was like, "I don't even know how to cover the booth." It's like, "You're not even going to sell any books. Nobody's bought our books except for one people, and it's fine." So here I am, covering the booth. You want a book?
We might have been the one that got them yesterday.
Yeah. That was us.
We're just big fans of the work, and we really liked what we saw, so we thought we'd come by and see if you maybe had any last day sales.
Well, nope. I mean, if you bought the book, that's all we got, unfortunately. So
That's okay. I'm sorry to hear the others are not feeling so hot.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with them. Like, they were throwing up all last night. They woke up and it, like, again, could have been a hangover to me, but they looked like death once over. Ooh. Maybe even twice.
Huh.
Well,
no.
to be a little more honest, we did see them and they looked bad. Oh. And so, even though we already bought the book, we kind of wanted to swing by, see how they were doing, but be nonchalant about it in case they were really embarrassed.
Oh, yeah. No, I get you. They're, they're the doodly types. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, like, I'll let them know that, like, you guys stopped by, if that's cool. Like, or do you want to just be anonymous, kind of like if you were dropping by to be, like, checking in?
I mean, they seemed cool, but also Your name's Miranda?
Miranda, yeah.
Well, pleased to meet you. Oh, my name's Vea.
Vea, very nice to meet you, Vea. I'll let them know you stopped by, check in, see how they were doing, but
Sure.
I don't think they're gonna remember this weekend too much. Like they're so bad.
That's fair.
Oof, rough time. Well, hopefully it's not contagious and was just like a food thing.
Yeah, I think it's just a food
Do you know
thing.
what booth they were at? Where'd they have dinner?
I think they actually climbed above the standard like con area, and they were
okay,
hanging out
okay.
with some of the elves, and I think they just had like something really mean.
Gotcha.
That's why I thought it was a hangover at first, because like those half elves and wood elves, they party hard.
So we'll just stay in the con area
Yeah.
for food and drink.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Vea?
Oh no, I'm just agreeing that I mean they probably got into something not great,
Yeah.
but it's hopefully they recover from that.
Oh yeah. Totally. Well, I'm gonna get back to my book. Something better written. But you guys have a good rest of your con, all right?
Before we leave, can I cast Detect Thoughts?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Are you doing a deep dive, or are you just kind of
Just
like cursory?
surface,
Okay,
yeah.
so you don't need to roll for that one.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a wisdom check if you deep dive into the thoughts.
Right.
You hear no signs of the anvil that you normally hear when someone has been taken over.
Nice.
But it's kind of like I need to pee, don't think about peeing. I need to pee, don't think about peeing.
Been there.
Well, all right. We'll let you go and hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, I'll probably close up soon. So you guys have a good rest of your con. You got like hours ahead of you. Have fun. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Tolan waves, and then he does another scan of the crowd. Shifty eyes.
Roll me another perception check.
Excellent.
Man, he's paranoid today.
He's not used to being able to walk around and have it be like normal.
Yeah.
10. It's been a while since he's done that, since he first met you guys.
So yeah, you are walking around and like you're starting to feel a little bit more calm. Like you're still a little on edge, but it's kind of getting to that point where your anxiety can no longer sustain its energy. Right? You know what I'm talking about? So you're finding yourself like, okay, nothing's happened. Nobody else is here. They seem to chill. So all of this might be okay, but you're still like a little like there's that. But what if? So
Is this like Tolan being very obvious with this? Is this like in body language or?
Not. I'm just imagining Kronk.
I mean, I think when I rolled the 3, he definitely was like very obviously like,
Oh, okay.
but now that I rolled the 10, he's calming down more. It's a little less obvious. I mean, every now and then he just like, and then just like goes back.
Okay, so would I be able to tell you're looking around for that kind of a thing?
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's not very obvious at this point. With a 10 and a 3, I'm so sorry, Tolan. Yeah, it's obvious.
Okay. I'm going to cast thaumaturgy when he looks around. Oh, no! To use it to create the instantaneous sound of the effect that is listed, ominous whispers.
So once your anxiety kind of calms down, you kind of like give like a knowing nod to Draxel, right, Tolan? You're like, yeah, we're good. And like you're kind of looking around, and then the moment that like Draxel is no longer in your field of vision, you hear.
Stop laughing first.
Jaguar Quinn says, anxiety in my D&D game? This is supposed to be reality.
Is detect thoughts picking up Draxel?
Right.
You have to tell me if you want...
Oh.
You want to dive into this brain? Mhm.
I that's more like toward a person or an area?
We've been kind of using it as either or.
Okay. Because, I mean, he's been casting it in areas, so
Yeah.
he might pick up, like, surface.
Yeah, so what's the surface thoughts of Draxel in this moment?
It's more like an array of static. It's just like vaguely staticky over. No, yeah, nothing. No, it is just static.
All impulse.
It's
Impulse.
like
Then you get a tad little bit of hunger.
Like, listening between radio stations where it's just like...
it's like devious static because of what you're doing to Tolan.
Oh man, need to adjust my underpants. And that's all in the brain.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, Tolan, what do you do with that information now that you've heard ominous whispers?
Who's standing next to him?
I'd say that you're kind of more leading, since you've been kind of taking defensive force of your friend group. You've kind of been walking in front of them a little bit. Is that fair to say?
This is true. All right, so he just suddenly stops, and then grabs the shoulders of whoever's next to him if they keep going.
We'll say it's
He goes,
Rain.
"Did you guys hear
Rain
that?"
keeps walking by.
What? Hear what? I didn't
was
hear anything? Nope, I did not hear anything.
Ominous, whispering in my head.
What?
You make out what they're saying. What are
He
they saying to you?
listens. It's I don't know what they were saying. It was just spooky.
You better watch your back. I think they're after us.
What?
And Tolan's anxiety is through the roof again.
Roll me a
As he's-
mechanics check.
Let's see.
What's the...
13.
Dispel magic, is that what you're looking for?
No, I was gonna roll for, perception on Draxel with his...
Yeah, can I roll insight?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, go ahead, both of you roll insight.
Oh, deception.
Oh god.
19
19.
plus 3, so 22.
Okay. Vea? There's a delay in my view, so I'm not sure what you got. I just saw it. Ah! Okay.
So yeah, it's a 6.
Was Vea paranoid with me now?
Like, she wasn't before, but after you're so sure you heard these whispers that she's kind of looking around, trying to figure out where they're coming from because she's not hearing it.
Jack Quinn says, Draxel, Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss.
Yes!
So, Rain, what you notice is you're kind of when you picked up on the static as Draxel walked by you, you kind of noticed that there was a little bit of hand motion waving to cast not dissonant whispers, but just ominous ones. So you're kind of all right, Draxel's being Draxel, right? Just having a good laugh. Vea with a 6. You aren't 100% convinced that this is Draxel's doing. As far as you're aware, this could be a remnant of stuff that's been going on, that the mended chain, because you remember Tolan did touch the crystal forever ago. There's a chance. It could be Draxel, but it's a better chance that this could be Tolan.
I'm just gonna pull my mask up so I don't have to hide my expression. I'm just kind of looking down
I don't know what the whispers were saying, but they were in my head. I'm trying to listen to them now, but I'm not hearing them. Am I hearing them still, or?
I'm gonna cast it again. Next to me with Darling.
It's saying my name. Guys, I'm going crazy. I don't know what's going on. It's saying my name.
So do you visibly react to this as you see as Rain is like being held on by you. Vea's looking around a little bit. Draxel's kind of like, I imagine, cartoonishly getting involved. Of like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tolan's like, they said my name.
They said your name. What do they want with you?
I don't know. Just said my name.
Are there any like?
Take Tolan's arms and put them on Draxel. Just like step away.
Draxel, what were you saying?
Are there any like doors or windows in the area?
No, this is like a very like open.
Okay.
It might as well be outside. There's just,
Okay.
The canopy of the one tree is enough to make it feel like it's indoor.
Okay. Take your arms on me that Rain put on me.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, buddy.
Your problem now.
And keep an eye out. And I'm gonna like, kind of like, almost like Pink Panther-esque walking down, looking for things that don't exist. I'm gonna find these whispers.
I'm just gonna like retreat back a few steps behind the group.
Just in case, like...
Just to like an amount of distance. 'Cause I don't want to stop it, but it's also...
Like, this could go bad real fast.
Yeah.
Vea,
But
what-
it's also
Tolan
really
like walks
easy.
up. Tolan walks up behind, like, creepy also, like, behind Draxel and, like, taps him and goes, but they're in my head.
I'm gonna like tap Vea's shoulder and like casually like shake my head and like kind of nod toward Draxel and be like, no.
Okay. Kind of mean.
It, I, I don't. Well, maybe. Yeah. Yep. I'm just gonna wait back here.
So you guys have been walking down this ramp to getting to like the rest of the artist alley, and you do see a wood elf juggling daggers, very clearly like elven daggers, and they're like, on sale, buy 3, get a juggle. I don't know, I'm just trying to sell this stuff. Get it out of my shop. I don't want to take it home. That's a long way up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
That sounds great. We would like a nice souvenir knife suitable for a youngling.
Young Marky.
Yes.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Are you guys gonna tag along? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rain.
Okay.
Y'all can Pink Panther for a bit.
Where are we going, Tolan? What are we doing?
It's in my head. I have a plan.
Oh boy.
And he does a stupid cash channel divinity thing. He does that again. But on let's see, what's he wearing this day? I'm going to say that he just went all Legend of Zelda again because he's such a nerd for that.
Okay.
So he's got like his like little fake like master sword kind of thing. He pulls that out, channels it on there, and then puts it on his head.
Okay.
Do the whispers stop, Draxel?
Yes. Did it work?
Oh, thank goodness I'm safe. I think it worked. Yes.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Whew, okay.
All right, let's
okay.
move on.
So you guys make it to the wood elf's booth, and he's just got kind of like this mohawk look going on, and he's just juggling these knives up into the air, like really high, like 4 or 5 feet up, and he's catching them really deftly, and he's like, "Welcome! Would you like to buy a traditional elven-made dagger from the Hawaii's pine tree?"
What do you have on the like less expensive, but like, you know, it's a present for a kid. You know how kids love knives.
Oh, that was me when I was a young 200-year-old.
So like maybe not anything like too big or too sharp, but like good for swinging around and having fun with.
So this kid's gonna be swinging it around.
Probably.
Okay. Do you want like throwing knives or?
Well, he's probably going to be trying everything he can with these. So, do you have anything that's like dull everywhere?
So like the sturdy practice one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And he starts like kind of going through his stock a little bit, and he pulls out these like majestic looking daggers. Vea, you notice with your just natural nature ability that the handles, the scales on these handles, are directly from the tree itself. How they're harvested, you're not 100% certain, but you can tell like this is locally sourced wood for these knives. Where they get the iron and the steel, who knows? But for this point, you're able to confidently say like this is locally sourced goods. And he's hands out like moves over a sword and a shield and a few daggers, and he goes, okay, so I've got a few throwing daggers, and these are kind of like blunt-ish. They'll dull really quickly. Not my best work, I'll admit. But I also have a practice bally song. It's just it's a butterfly knife with absolutely no edge, but it has kind of the flair of our elven style.
Oh, those are the ones that you can like flip around.
Yeah, you do the fun tricks with, and it's for this one, it's got like our little hook that is kind of standard in the elven dagger flair. I'm trying to get rid of stuff, so if you want to buy 10 silver. If you want to buy like 2 different things, I could probably negotiate the price with you. I'm just trying to get rid of stuff at this point, you guys.
I mean, I'll
play one. Seems like it would be cool.
Yeah.
You all want practice bally songs or like?
I mean, sure.
Maybe like a practice bally song for a little Marky, and then we can. I don't know. I want something that's just like easy to have on hand.
Yeah, a good self-defense weapon.
Sure.
Yeah, like an actual legit dagger.
Okay, yeah. So I've got 2 good, decent daggers, nothing fancy, no magics on them, unless you consider the magic of the tree.
We can get best friend daggers.
I mean, yeah, they're all pretty matching, like as close as you can when you're doing this by hand. This is a handcraft, you guys. Like I don't think you understand. Mm-hmm. This is good stuff.
Yeah, but we all get them from the same place. Can you like do engravings of names on them?
I don't do engravings, unfortunately.
It's okay. We know
Darn.
a guy.
You know a guy?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I can get all 4.
Oh yeah, our stone.
All 4 of you elven daggers. They match more or less. Small differences here and there, but for overall, you guys will have 4 daggers and a bally song. So we're talking. Hells, why not 25 silver?
Yeah, I could swing
Sounds
that.
great.
Yeah.
I'll toss in a gold towards that.
Tolan, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Tolan tosses in 1 gold.
Oh, nice.
To help pay for that.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I'll pop in 5
Yeah.
silver.
I can do the other gold, and Drax will get something for free.
Nice.
perfect. So
Does Drax still have money?
I have 1 gold.
So he was like, all right, do you want to... Well, you can't really wear these out, so I'll wrap these up for you. Does that sound
That's
good?
fine.
All right.
Do you happen to have any with like a bone handle?
I don't have a lot of bone, but I know a guy. I think he's in Karishkagal right now.
Oh, okay.
He does some good bone stuff, but like, what kind of? Is there a specific creature you're looking for as far as bone goes?
Not really. I just kind of vibe with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I do know a guy. Yeah. He's probably in Karishkagal right now. Let me get you his card.
Yeah.
And it's called Ivory Blade.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just typing.
You're good. Anything else that I can get the rest of you?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. So
Sweet.
you all have a standard dagger on you right now. He wraps them up all individually. Who does he give the bally song to?
I can put it in my bag of holding.
Okay, perfect.
I was gonna say probably Rain. Rain or Vea is gonna be the least likely to lose it.
Don't give it to me.
Okay.
I do need to acknowledge the joke that Jaguar Quinn put in chat. A Frenchman, a Spaniard, and a German went down to see a juggling act. The performer saw them arrive, and then the crowd was so large, he stood on his cart. The juggler yelled, "Can you see me now?" To which the men replied, "Oui, si, ya."
Ah.
I'm not getting that time back. I'm not. That's time.
I like the other comment. I know a guy that does some good bone stuff out of context DM quotes. Oh.
Have I told you? Quick side tangent, and I'm so sorry, everyone. I went cosplay shopping with a friend of mine years and years and years ago, and she was making a corset. And she went to the booth and was like, "Hey, can you cut down X amount of boning?" And my friend looks at me and goes, "Boning is the stiffening material in the corset." And I looked my friend dead in the eye, and I said, "I'm familiar with boning, Ginny."
Cosplay.
Cosplay. That poor little old lady at Joanne's. But back to the game. So yeah, you now have a gift for Marky. What you guys are looking for, like fan places and whatnot, fan art. You guys see some really great shops for a lot of the movies that have been coming out lately. You see Beast and the Boy, you see Belle, you see Summer Wars. Just like a lot of like fun art that's holographic in some places, neon lights in others. Not like the poster's neon lights, but it's lit up by neon underneath it. And you're seeing just like a good myriad of artists. You do see one that has like the classic X stickers of tape that are on certain areas. And they're very close to the doujinshi booth. And it's just this petite, tiny little gnome, just super cute, like hair up in a bun, like very, just like drawing on her tablet right on the booth. And, "Hi, how are you?" Just like as you guys are walking by, and it's just
You should cosplay Sailor Moon.
I should cosplay Sailor Moon. Why should I cosplay Sailor Moon?
You're just really adorable, and Sailor Moon's adorable too. And I don't know, you just got Sailor Moon vibes.
I got vibes. Thank you. I didn't think I had vibes. Thank you so much. That's one of the nicest things someone said to me today. Like, it's all just raunchy stuff, and like to have someone come up to me and say you just have cute vibes. Like, I'm really appreciative. Like, thank you.
I'm gonna like eye the booth with all the like X art.
Mm-hmm.
She's like looking for her rare ship.
Right.
Pulling.
Is there something that you're looking for? I'd be happy to, like, I've got a catalog. You've got some good stuff here and there.
So yes.
Yeah.
Do you have anything from the series Flame Emblem?
And like her jaw just hits the floor, right? And she goes, "Do I have Flame Emblem?" And she like reaches underneath the booth and she pulls out and this binder that says Private Stash on it, and like it looks pristine, like no one's ever touched this thing, and it just thump, like the whole table shakes. She goes, "I have so much Flame Emblem. What do you want? I've got it all. This has been my passion project for that I didn't know I needed."
Do you have any ROM X Krobin?
Yeah, of course. What am I, a noob? As the DM, like, is not going to Google any of this.
She'll just start going through it like page by page.
And like, as you go through the pages, like it starts off like really tame. Like just they're like holding each other's chins, looking each other lovingly in the eyes, and then just it slowly gets better and worse I think it was a good way of describing a good, intense ship of just like all these different pairings, good guys, bad guys, different houses, all of them just like slowly intermingling, and it's just like where does the shipping end? What's reality? What is canon anymore?
Tolan's like watching like with interest, like being like, okay. And then as it gets further in, it starts to click what booth he's at. And he just this booth over here.
I think Rain is like trying to be discreet, so he's like behind Vea, but like peering over her shoulder, like
nonchalantly trying to like.
Yeah, totally.
Tolan's tall enough. It's very obvious he was watching.
Uh-huh.
Jaguar Quinn says, "Roll for bonk, Vea."
Roll for nosebleed.
Yeah, you see some really interesting stuff here and there. Like, her prices seem really reasonable, and like as you like linger on a page, she's like, "Oh, I liked that one. That one spent me like I think I spent 2 days just working on the yaoi fingers in and of itself. Like, you just gotta get the classics. You know what I mean?"
Then she will go until she finds her rare ship, and then she is just forking the money over.
And like when you come across the ship, she goes, "You too? Oh, good. Okay. I thought I was alone."
Best one.
It's how it's so obvious. It's right there. It's not even subtext. It's right there.
It's so frustrating. Like I know it's like the hidden relationship, but it's the best one.
It's clearly. I mean, come on. Tell you what, I'll get you this one. And like she pulls out like a work in progress thing, and she goes, "I haven't colored this one in yet, but I'll sell this one for you to like a silver. Two posters, silver."
She'll take it and can I get your card too?
Oh yes. Oh, of course. And her name is Breeze Darling.
And like Vea is not even 1 ounce ashamed of this.
Good.
She's just like, this is beautiful art, and the people in the art are in love.
It's all good. It's so good. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for asking. Like, it's just.
Do you have any of the impacted Genshins?
The impacted Genshins?
Uh-huh.
Do I have impacted Genshins? Yes, of course I have impacted Genshins. And she doesn't have the secret binder for this one, but she does go back to like the main binder, and she like flips to the section, and there's like a comic panel of the star that they all come from, right? When they're being drawn from the gachapon system, right? And then like it starts out there and it zooms in on the star, and then there's Bido and I don't know, somebody else, and like they're like caressing each other in a very like loving manner in the star.
Oh wait, I know which ship that would
You
be.
will just be like, having any with other eye patch person. The very tall, sexy eye patch man.
Yep. And yeah, she's like, "Oh my gosh, those ones, not as much love for them, but I think they're really, really good."
Have
Like,
you seen any of the body pillows?
I don't do many of the body pillows, but I know that 3 booths down, there's a couple body pillows.
Okay.
I think they even do custom orders. If you tell them what they want, they can ship it directly to you, no questions asked.
He just like hugs them to his chest. How much?
How many posters? 3?
Probably like 5 or 6.
Oh. You know what? I'm trying to get rid of stuff too. Like it's the last day.
Okay.
For 6, 5 silver.
Okay.
That sound okay?
Yeah, no, that's more than okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just making change in my...
Jaguar Quinn, do you work on commission?
Yeah. Right. Adding to my inventory.
Ristel says, Flame Emblem Slumbering was the best game. Dax, what are you doing while they are perusing and Tolan is trying to not acknowledge what booth they're at?
I'll be taking a moment, just kind of like watching them at the booth and just seeing, and then like once I see where we're at and what they're digging through, it's just I'm gonna go. And I just start walking aimlessly for the first thing to catch my attention.
I'm a go.
I'm a go.
The very first booth that you see right after that is I don't want to call it Gunpla. I want to come up with a clever name, but I can't think of a clever name off the top of my head. A Gunpla booth, and they've got like Zoids, and they've got
They have Zoids?
they have Zoids, yes.
Oh my gosh.
And they have Gundams, and they've got Power Rangers, and they've just got like all these little bashed kits together. And you can see like 3D printers that are running that are like printing more of these figurines. It's like the very first thing that you stumble into, and you see a another Kalishtar just being like, "Hey, how's it going? How you doing? You doing good?"
Better now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good stuff, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
are you like? Is there a fandom that you're really into?
I mean, I haven't thought of Zoids in like forever.
Yeah.
Like, I used to watch that all the time as a little one, but I haven't even seen it. So, I mean, yes, kind of some of the older Gundam, like before it started getting weird, G Gundam, I don't know, it was kind of
What
but
was
like,
What was the battle anime one? You know, the one where it was like it was a tournament and there was a windmill for like the Dutch Gundam. That was like totally wild, dude.
wasn't it that one? Wasn't it that one?
I think it was G Gundam. Oh man, that was so wild. Oh,
That was so weird. The American dude was so weird.
oh it's so good. Loved it. So good. I think I've got one in the back somewhere if you wanted to like take a look at that. But yeah, Zoids. Oh man, I've got stuff laying back all the way to, you know, 2nd century end, you know, right? Just before the rebranding, and it's got its own show, like all the wild stuff. I got the comics that was like the layover with Man Spider. Great stuff. This is a legit thing. Zoids had a crossover with Spider-Man. Just
Oh yeah.
anybody needed to know.
Hello
Excellent.
Kitty Gundams.
Oh, there's Hello. I'm so sorry. We're canceling game, so I can do some.
Oh, there are totally Hello Kitty
Hell yeah,
Gundams.
I love this. Yeah, but he's like showing you his antique Zoids. He's showing you newer Zoids. He shows you like his 3D printer that's like printing individual pieces so he can kit bash his own Zoid together.
Start watching it, and then after a while, it starts to set in on my low intelligence, and I'm just like a cat on the 3D printer for probably about 10 good minutes, just watching it go.
So while he's watching the extruder go around, Cullen, you walked away. What are you looking for? What are you looking at?
Anything but that booth right now. Random direction. Where do I end up?
Roll me a d4.
One.
Okay, you go north, which is in the opposite direction that Draxel went. So you're kind of like meandering forward a little bit. You're still kind of keeping everybody like in line of sight, just in case. Just in case.
Yes. Yes.
But after
Paranoia is.
after a few minutes, you actually find the Green Lance. If you remember them, they have a recruiting booth, and they are welcome. You look like a strong young fellow. Prove yourself that you would be strong enough to join the mighty Green Lances. And they have like a little like strength booth kind of thing where you can do like the hang on to the bar for a minute and get like a certain amount of gold, stuff like that. They have like an arm wrestling contest with this Goliath-looking guy. It's like, well, young Dragonborn, would you like to test your might?
He like looks up at everything. He's like, "This is cool." He like looks back at his friends, make sure he keeps track of where they all are, and goes, "Okay, I'll do it."
What would you like to do? Would you like to do the endurance test? How long can you hold yourself up above imaginary floating water? Or would you like to challenge our great and mighty Barg?
This is me thinking, like, what would he do? He's going to challenge Barg. Yeah, he's gonna be like, I want to challenge Barg. You seem like a challenging chap.
And Barg goes, "Yes, I am a challenging chap. Yes, I would very much like to arm wrestle you. Would you like to make it interesting?"
How much more interesting can it be? It'd be arm wrestling a Goliath. That's pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, yes, you're not wrong. But would you like to put some money down on it? I'm saying nothing expensive, 5 bronze, maybe a silver if you're feeling lucky.
Tolan checks his muscle.
Roll for me.
Oh, why not? And he puts a silver down.
Alrighty, I like the cut of your jib. Go ahead and roll me a contested strength check. Just a d20 plus your strength.
It's an 18 plus 3, so 21.
Holy crap. He rolled a 15. So you clasp arms, and the recruiter stands there, all in his green gown, puts his hand on top of your 2 hands that are clasped, and he goes, "I want a clean fight, you understand? I want to make sure it's a good one. And begin." And without even missing a beat, right down to the table. He is out. And it thuds so loud that people around the booth and at the next few booths, in fact, Draxel, it kind of knocks you out of your hypnotic gaze of watching the 3D printer as you hear that crack onto the table. The bar,
Even Tolan's surprised. He's like,
the bar kind of shakes out his arm, and he's like, my goodness, boy, that was something else entirely. But I don't want to lose a silver piece. How about we double or nothing?
yes, let's do it.
All right.
This is exciting.
Roll.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Go ahead and roll another straight. Go ahead and roll a straight check.
That was an 8 that time.
Well, he rolled a 1.
We're getting some good ones this.
Would you like to? Oh, it just bumped, but
Aw.
confirmed 1.
I actually peeked and saw it.
Well, I'm putting up the DM screen now. So you bring up he brings up the hands again. He puts down 2 silver pieces and he clasps hands, and there's just something about it. And when you put you don't even twist your hips or anything, you just bring his hand down. He goes ass over kettle as he's thrown out of his chair onto the ground, and his arm is now like this as you're hanging onto it. You're the only thing that's keeping him from hitting his head on the floor. Jaguar,
I'm so sorry.
the Barg, the Tolan, Tolan. And he's kind of staring up at you from the floor, right? And he's still holding onto your fist, and he goes, "Wah!" Ah! And he gets up and he claps you on the back, and he's like, "You would make a mighty Green Lance. Would you like to join our ranks, young man?"
Have we seen the Green Lance before?
They were the recruiters that came to your house, and they were like, "Hey, you should join our guild."
Oh yeah, that's right. I appreciate it. We've already joined a guild actually, but this was really, really fun, and I wasn't expecting any of that.
I am surprised as well, but you, my friend, you have made a true friend in the Barg clan. And he gets you his sending stone address so you can message him whenever you want. If you ever need
sweet.
anything, please feel free to reach out. You have a friend in the Barg clan. The Barg abides.
What is your name? I'm Tolan, by the way.
I am the Barg.
Oh, you are the Barg.
Yes.
Okay, the Barg and the Barg clan. Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense. No, excellent.
You should meet my
Thank
daughter, the
you.
Barg.
Your name will be easy to remember.
I'm glad it will be easy to remember because the DM will not. Okay.
Ugh.
So as this commotion is going on, Rain and Vea, you guys have gotten your good content. Are you guys going to meet back up with everybody? You going to get Draxel out of his hypnotic gaze?
Yeah.
Maybe follow up with Talon, make sure he's less paranoid.
I am also the Barg, and so is my wife. Meets the daughter and gets married. Has little Bargladites later.
Bargladites.
All the Bargladites.
Yeah, you meet up with Tolan, and Tolan is sitting there like having this great chat with this giant Goliath, and he's nursing his arm at this point. Like he's kind of like, yeah, no, that was really good technique. That was really good. Yes, I am the Barg. The wife is the Barg. My grandfather was the Barg. My father, well, we don't talk about him, but my mother is the Barg. So it's easy to remember for sure.
Oh, excellent. We should do like a collaboration between guilds sometimes. Like that would be.
Yeah, just you have my number. Feel free to reach out whenever you like. Yes, haha.
Excellent, thanks.
He like goes over to the announcer dude. Is like, I need ice. Could you get me like just ice or something? That freaking hurt. That kid is strong. I would not want to meet them in a dark alley. Have a good day, the Barg. Yes, have a good day.
Do you want me to lay on hands?
No, it's good. It's good. Just a little ice.
I hold out the stone that helps, the healing stone.
He sounded like that is wrong.
Here you go, Talon. Why don't you?
Oh yeah, I can heal you with this, and it's very manly.
All right, I'm interested. It is a rock, but I have seen stranger things in my time.
All right, Tolan punches him with it.
1d6 healing and leaves a little inscription that says, love you.
Go ahead and roll me a d6.
There we go. It was just a 1, but
It's fine. He hit it right onto his arm, and he's like, oh, that's cute. I like that. That's very darling. My daughter will love this. Thank you so much. You would make a great Bargman. Like you would be great in the Barg clan.
it's a pleasure to meet you. And like he goes to shake his hand and then realizes that his arms still probably hurt, and so he just like thumbs up.
Sounds like a fantasy lawyer, Tolan Bargman.
Tolan and Bargman and Sons.
Uh-huh.
You want me to lay on hands? No, I've seen what those hands can do. All right, so you guys meet back up at this point, yeah? Mm-hmm. We okay to say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Draxel, you walk away with like a few small like little kit bash trays. Nothing like fancy, just something that you can make like a little dinosaur zoid off of. Maybe like a raptor zoid. And he's just like, yeah, just for being a good guy, you know. And Vea and Rain, you walk away with plenty of posters, cards, contacts for other people who might be able to do similar work, if not something very specific to a specific request. And Vea, I need you to roll me a quick perception check.
18.
18. You notice as you're kind of like having a good time catching up and like seeing the Barg have I love you on his arm now. You kind of notice like in the middle distance, the tree almost looks like a branch is beckoning you forward.
She'll look over at it and then she'll kind of like tap everyone and just kind of point over. And just say, I think we should go over there, or at least I should go over there. I want to talk, to Wisepine again, but maybe you guys could join me this time.
Can we do that?
I mean, if
Is it allowed?
I don't know. So like, sorry if we walk over there and you wasted your time.
I think we'll be okay either way.
Still be able to keep an eye on you, sort of. So, yeah.
And she kind of like, she looks to the ground, but like her eyes are dodging a little bit, and she's just like, because it's important, and you guys are important to me, And then she turns on her heel and starts walking.
No.
Aw.
Rain will like shove all of his fandom stuff into his bag and then
I can't have the mighty druid see my smut. So, as you're kind of like looking kind of like down and then like turns away, you kind of get directly focused on heading towards the tree. And something kind of like out of the periphery is that people are unawareingly moving out of your way. Like they are just kind of like talking, and then like the earth will kind of shift and kind of like tilt in the favor of moving out of your space. So you have a direct path towards the tree. And as you get closer to the base, you see an opening, and it looks tall enough for everybody to walk inside. You're not seeing any reason that nobody else could join you.
So I hope this doesn't close on any of you. And she just like points. This is how I got in before. The tree kind of opened to me, and I just on it.
sure. We'll give it a try.
Yeah, and she kind of like hesitates for a second, and then kind of recomposes, shakes her shoulders, and then just goes in.
And you go in, and you kind of feel that at ease again. It feels similar. It doesn't feel like the environment has changed at all. And you have that long hallway with rays of light breaking through, the smell of fresh earth under your feet. And at the end, you see that small chamber as before. Who follows?
I do.
You follow?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rain and Drexel, right away, you guys both kind of like go in shortly after her, and you feel that calming presence, but it's a little alien to you. It's like that first
Tolan
time
did too.
Tolan goes in too.
Yes.
Okay.
I raised my hand, but I think you didn't see it in the delay.
Yeah, so sorry. So yeah, all three of you go in, and like, you know when your meds kick in for the first time, it feels really alien.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're just kind of like aware that this is how it's supposed to be, but it doesn't feel right for you. And that's kind of what you guys experience as you walk into this tunnel. Like, this is good. This isn't for me, but it's good. You could learn to like it the longer you're here, but it feels a little off. And as you walk down the tunnel, you hear your friends walking behind you, maybe a little bit slower, just out of trepidation of that uneasy feeling. And you make it in, and you see Wisepine sitting there on his makeshift tree, branches and vines in and out of him as if he is one with the tree. And he goes, "Leia, hello, welcome back."
I brought my friends this time.
You're the other heroes. Welcome, welcome. I have been speaking with the trees, and they have made me aware of your actions. Congratulations is in order. Is that correct?
I think so. I think, at least for now.
Yes, at least for now.
I can't speak for the future like you can, but the threat that was here right at this time, I'm pretty sure we stopped.
And you see his eyes kind of glaze over, and he sees, I see one danger has ended, but I fear that I may have impacted your future, as everything is hazy at this point. It's as if sap has covered my eyes. I am excited, but I am... And he kind of giggles to himself. Nervous. This is new, and the trees speak in excited whispers.
That should be the nature of the future, right?
That is always the nature, but the trees don't understand time as you and I have, that it is linear in a sense, unless, crazy magics get involved. The trees experience time all at once. the future, the past, and the present. It is all there for them to consume. And even now, they cannot see what the future is wrought for them.
Well, that's probably better than seeing ashes.
Indeed, my dear Vea. You are powerful beyond your means, I think. And even now, you are growing even more powerful. Look at the power you have amassed beside you. And he gestures to your friends.
Yeah, Drexel did something crazy. I think he, ate divinity.
And
Sugar?
You see a, confused blink and just...
I mean, it was not them.
I don't know what to say to that. That's...
Neither do I,
Yeah.
but, we all got strong, but it was more a drive to stop everything. I don't know that it was, getting more powerful. For me personally, it's just I was very committed.
That commitment shows. I am honored to be in your presence, to be in presence of someone who can alter the fates themselves, to someone who can apparently dine on divinity. And I see Tolan and Rain here as well. Your paths are, like I said, clouded in mystery at this point. But you are all on a great quest. I can see it now.
And hopefully it
Oh, sorry.
stays okay. I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird.
Like that's like he's trying out that word for the first time.
Listen, you are a powerful being, Vea, that they will tell stories about. And I'm excited to watch you with the green. See you grow and become the person that you are destined to be, whether you create that destiny or you allow destiny to happen. You are an individual that is growing, changing, and will be something great no matter what.
I hope so.
You get kind of like this comforting vibe coming from the trees. Again, for the rest of you, you kind of feel the same thing. It's like, oh, this could be comfortable. It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. A little off-putting. And do you have something? You look concerned, or there's confusion here. Is everything okay, Vea?
I think it's I don't think I've ever thought of myself as capable of great heroism. So this whole thing, your words before, all of that, they are foreign.
I have a surprise for you then, Vea. They are foreign, and very quickly they will become... And he's looking for the word, and he's just kind of pondering, and he goes, they will become familiar, but never stale.
Okay. And she's just looking nervously at her friends
Tolan gives her 2 thumbs up.
Draxel's probably got the math meme look on his face, trying to understand that last sentence. Just
It's not branches, it's just tree.
I guess I just hope you're right about that.
Well, of course I'm right. I'm a being of such great druidic power that I can recognize druidic power, I would imagine, at this point in time. Your path is shadowed, but it is not in a negative way. It is uncertain in the way that only you can determine it. You put out one fire, but did you start another one? Did you cause yourself to be in more peril? It is an uncertain path that you are on, but you are the person that the Green has trusted to help save this world of Terra Thor.
And I hope they didn't make the wrong decision. We'll see.
I felt similar when I discovered my destiny by the Green. And I don't think I ever really came to terms with the idea that I could be me. But at the same time, whether you choose your fate, find your fate, or let fate happen to you, you find yourself responding in the only ways that only you can.
And I'll keep trying to make the right decisions.
Who's to say? But I'm excited to see your...
She's again just like staring at the ground. She doesn't know how to progress the conversation or even really fully comprehend what's being told to her. Mm-hmm. And she's kind of trying to mask that, but failing miserably.
He's not going to push this. Like, you get the vibe that he's just kind of letting you stew in your emotions, and like, if you want to open up, you can open up. So he just kind of sits there and allows. He's not like staring you down, like, hi, well, would you like to talk? He just kind of like nods, and he kind of drifts in and out of like being present in the moment, if that makes sense.
Tolan goes up to Vea and like kind of like puts a hand on her shoulder and goes, "You've trusted your gut so far, and your gut's been right."
She looks at you, and she makes this kind of intense eye contact that none of you have seen. And it lingers for a second, and then she just kind of, again, tries to like recompose herself and just be like, well, we did we put this fire out. Let's go see what other fires we can put out.
Put out fires together. And Tolan like looks around and he doesn't know where the exit is.
it's no, stop, turn, no, keep turning, stop, no, keep that.
Pretty sure we can just walk through any of these trees, and I'm just going to start trying to like move through one of them.
Draxel, roll me a d4. This will be determining like which direction you go. One. You like walk right past Wise Pine. And
excuse me.
You like just kind of like start like pushing branches and vines away, and he doesn't like turn around, but he like turns his head and goes, Does he do this often? Like, yeah. He recognizes he's like walking into like branches and twigs and whatnot, right? Like what's he doing?
Well, he does things like this often, but I don't know that he recognizes the branches, so to speak.
The forest for the tree and whatnot. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Let me help. And he like snaps his fingers, and Draxel, as you're like getting tangled up in these branches and whatnot, they finally like clear out, and it becomes this pathway, and you follow that pathway, and it kind of meanders for a moment, turns slightly, and you're back to where you started.
Okay. Progress.
If you just Tolan has the right idea. Tolan's turn. That way? Yes, that way. And like points in the direction that you guys came from. And as you're kind of like pointed in that direction, Vea, you hear very, very quietly, you will be the one to put out every fire you desire. That's it.
As our idiot friends are getting lost.
Just follow the light. Just the light. Love you.
I know we took. I know we took a left somewhere here.
Yeah, just the light.
It was a straight line. How I didn't make this complicated.
It's okay. That's the good thing about trees. You can always make your own path. And I pull up my scimitar.
Come on.
I'm gonna like grab Draxel by one of his like straps and just start pulling toward this. I'm pretty sure it's. Just trust me.
All right.
Okay, we'll get out of this together. I promise. It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
Like Vea is hanging back as they're walking out, and is just
Go ahead.
watching.
He gives you kind of like one of those like, these guys, like, whoa.
These are my friends,
Good
and
thing they're pretty.
I couldn't have done it without them. So I chose wisely.
Oh, they are all destined for great things, but none of them can do it without each other. You have chosen very wisely, and we are always blessed by the people that decide to return to our side, even if we make mistakes. Not saying that you made a mistake. Oh my goodness, I recognize how that sounded as it came out of my mouth. Sometimes the really wise things, they call me Wise Pine. Sometimes I say stupid things. I'm so sorry. You did not make a mistake here today. There was no mistakes. Everything seems to be good. The timeline's intact.
I didn't take offense to that, or thank you for apologizing. And on that note, I wanted to apologize to you because I was really, really distrustful, and you were just trying to help and guide me away from a forest becoming a literal hellfire. But trust doesn't come easy for me. And yeah.
No apology necessary, dear Vea. You are a powerful, powerful being. And with that power, you must decide wisely where to use that energy. Your distrust, although hard for others to embrace you, can save you at times. It's just a matter of deciding when to allow those in. No offense, no apology needed. You are always changing, always growing, much like any plant. There is no true end point to the acorn that drops from the tree.
And then she has this it's like a genuine smile, but it is mixed with a smirk. And she's just like, and I trust these guys, so.
I mean, they need you, clearly, they're still lost. It was a straight line there. I couldn't believe it. I'm amazed. They need you, so it's good that you trust them, because they trust you with their lives, obviously. Goodness.
We have to.
But unless there's anything else, I should probably go make sure they get out of the tree.
And he kind of just gives you a gentle wave. As you turn around, you see that they're Rain is dragging Draxel away. Talon is kind of what is going on? I don't know where I am. And they're 5 feet away from the exit at this point, but they're still making it look like they're going through a corn maze, with Draxel getting confused, I'll make my own door.
She'll just catch up. How do you guys not get this? And she just walks.
And
Int was our dump stat.
I can only do so much.
You're
Oh my
only
God,
so
Thea, you're
strong
amazing.
against Draxel and Tolan.
Exactly.
one advantage versus two different disadvantages.
Right. Strength is not my good stat.
So as you guys walk out of the quarry tree, you feel that kind of ease leave you, and you feel kind of a little bit more comforted. Vea, you feel almost a little cold as you walk out, just kind of like when you take a blanket off a little too quick. You feel comforted, you feel at ease. It's just kind of like you would like that back, kind of feeling. But you are back in the con. It seems like almost no time has passed, and everything seems to be going as the future was told.
Yeah, so that was what I was talking about when I said I walked into the tree and there was like a really weird guy in there. He's, the mask and everything. Yeah.
This was pretty cool. Yeah, nice guy, nice place.
Interesting.
Yeah,
vibe.
a little eccentric.
Well,
I like him. I never got his name.
Wise Pine.
Wise Pine, that's right.
I half expected you to say Whizpin. Yeah, yes.
Yes. Wise Pin.
Poor Rain. I'm so sorry for this poor anxious boy.
Yep. Well, that was good. That was great. I'm glad that he was able to help us and like make us aware and that nothing burned down. I feel like those are good things even if the future is all like woo right now. But
Well, I mean, compared to like in flames, yes.
I'll call that good. Yeah.
It's at least not worse.
I like that.
Right.
That could be our team motto. At least it's not worse.
At least we didn't make it worse,
Yeah.
as far as we know.
Mercedes, I knew you weren't. With the tagline, it could have been worse.
Got it.
At least we didn't make it worse. And then in subtext, that we know of.
That we know.
That we yeah.
Yeah. Put that on a t-shirt. I would wear that.
It
We're
could.
out of character.
Like a D20 with a 7 on it. Like, we could have made it worse.
Yeah.
That we know of. All right.
We're just like the 10 that's just like, maybe we passed, maybe we failed. I guess we'll find out in the future. That's tomorrow me's problem.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to be looking for? Kind of hang out, do any more role play that you guys would like to focus on here at BarkCon?
Talon, go
What?
talk to your girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend yet. But I like
Go talk
her.
to your potential
Want her
girlfriend.
to be.
Go lock that down.
I mean, they had one date. Are we already locking it down? Did you ever like
Someone's
get
like,
her name? You do have her name, right?
Yeah, like the emails.
She just
right?
smiles. Oh, shoot, where's my notes on that? Because her email did not have her name in it.
Oh, that's
I
right.
do remember that.
No.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. She's web warrior at Underroot.
I mean, that doesn't sound like her name. I could be wrong, but it might be good to find that out before you start locking it down.
Can you guys go get her name for me?
It's Webagale.
How are we supposed to do that?
I have an idea, but it might be stupid. Do
It
we
can't be
know?
dumber than any of mine.
Gestures to the group.
Do we have any idea where to find her?
Yes, you do. Like, she is kind of working the con, like, every table, because she's still in charge of the fetch quest that I sent you on. I want to call
Yeah, she's still doing the scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of the word scavenger hunt. Yeah, so she's still like at the table for the scavenger hunt side of things.
Okay, I have an idea, and if it doesn't work, she'll probably hate me.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
but just me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, shoot.
I'm literally gonna go ask her name.
Oh.
But I'm gonna. I think I have a way to soften the blow.
Okay.
but you guys wait here because I don't want you getting hated too.
Yep. All the guys standing around like, you can do that?
You can just
you just ask.
You just ask? What?
Yeah, so you head over to her table. She looks super bored. She's just kind of like scrolling on her phone, and she recognizes you. Oh, hey, darling, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Are you good?
I'm doing. I gotta be honest. There's not many people wanting to do the scavenger hunt anymore, so I'm just chilling out. There's a few people out there. They're still looking. They have yet to find that ramen bowl like your team did. That's for sure.
Well, we had help.
A mighty good hand, I imagine. Well, is there something I can do for you, sweetie?
Okay, I am really, really embarrassed to say this, and I didn't want my friends to think I am a complete jerk, but maybe I am. I didn't catch your name, and I feel really bad because I think you're really cool. And I'm just gonna say, because they're my friends and because I just met you, I would rather you think I'm a jerk than them think I'm a jerk.
That's totally valid, sweetie. You got nothing to worry about. I'm more than happy to give you my name. I use a stage name every now and again, but like we're friends, right? We could be friends.
I would like to become friends. That's why
You do my dark heart something fiercely good. I appreciate that. My name is Zestra Sarin. Zestra Sarin. T'_SARRAN. Zestra.
Will you write that in the chat?
I will happily.
What?
The chat.
I started writing that down and I got lost.
Yeah.
This is going to be terrible for Tolan.
Just Zesty
So-
for short.
do you go by that whole name?
Oh, that's just my whole name. That's my given and my first name. Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure. My name is technically Veares, but I just have everyone shorten it to Vea.
Yeah, of course. Zestra is what most of the people, who would not normally know me. You can just call me Zess.
Oh, that's great. And thank you. And I'm sorry again. I'm very bad at introductions.
It's a big con. There's lots of people. I'm not offended. I'm very grateful that you came and asked. That's just a kindness instead of just pretending like you knew my name or something like that. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, it seemed kind of rude to just always refer to you as, I don't know,
hey, dude.
the one person from the scavenger hunt or whatever. And I think you're cool, and I'd really like to keep in touch.
Oh my goodness, I would absolutely love that. Let me get you my email address, and she hands you the same email address, webwarrior@underroot.com.
That is so cool. That is such a cool name.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go change my email to a cooler name before I send you.
Well, I'm flattered. Thank you so much, Sugar. I appreciate you doing such a kindness by me. You've kind of made my day. This last day is always a little bit hard doing the con life kind of thing. I'm hoping. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Did I come off a little strong with Tolan? Did Tolan say anything about me? We had a little.
I mean, I think he's crushing kind of hard. But it's kind of difficult to say, but he definitely wants to keep in touch.
That's exciting to hear. I am somebody who really needs to build that connection, but to speak in a cliche between us, I really felt the sparks. You know what I mean?
I mean, I haven't experienced that, but I've read a lot of books, so
It's new for me too. It was exciting. It was novel. What can I say?
well, I think later today we're going to go to Lenny's.
Yeah, Lenny's, the after party. All right, yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to join us,
I do.
that'd be fun.
I do a mean pancake face if I do say so myself.
Cool. So, should we say 8:00?
That's
Cool. I'm gonna catch up so they don't start wondering where I'm at.
of course. That sounds good.
Is she just like,
I'm here to be called out like
Yeah, you're getting called out, Pandit. I'm so sorry.
and she'll just like, bye, see you later tonight.
Bye-bye. See you later, sugar. And she kind of like, you kind of see her like kind of get giddy and like go back to her phone, but she's like more easily distracted by things around her instead of like just hyper-focusing on the phone. And you head back to your friends.
Cool. And I am going to pull them forever away from a possible earshot. Like beyond walls so that there is no possible way she could hear me say this to them.
The chat is suggesting that I give you a inspiration die for being a wingman, and I am one to allow the chat to call that. So take inspiration die for being the best possible wingman on this situation.
Awesome. Okay, and yeah, okay, so this is her name, and I invited her out to dinner tonight.
Awesome.
So yeah,
All right,
we
he's,
will
like,
work
sending
on getting names in the
Sestra. He's like memorizing it because he's so bad with names.
zesty.
He's like, I got it. Zesty. God.
Zesty. I mean, she's pretty zesty.
I think Draxel could probably remember if we decide zesty, at least
Yeah.
coming from him.
That'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's her name now. Zesty.
So, are you gonna go talk to Zesty, or are you just gonna like email her after? I mean, you could say goodbye. She might like.
He like
yeah.
he doesn't like really have hair to fix, but he's like
Adjusting.
Got to make sure the scales are all going the same way.
yeah. Okay. It walks over.
Okay. So it takes you like a minute or two to actually get back over because Van just like dragged you guys so far away. Like you were almost back outside of the con, the way that Van dragged you. But eventually, like you make it over and roll me a quick perception check.
Awesome. Okay. Which he's so good at. 2.
2, and you don't notice anything.
Excellent.
For you, dear listener, what he didn't notice was that as she was on her phone, she looked up, saw Tolan, and immediately like just did a quick, how's my hair? Kind of like turned the phone off so she could see her reflection, adjusted her lipstick a little bit. That's entirely what he missed. So you make it up, and she's like, Tolan! I didn't expect to see you all the rest of this weekend.
I am glad to be able to see you again because boy things got crazy the other day, and it's good to see you, Zesty. I mean, Zest.
Zest is fine. We're not at
He dies
Zesty
inside.
territory. We're not at Zesty territory as of yet.
He's like, I just Draxel. Just that's how he remembers things. Is weird names. Zest. It's good to see you.
It's great to see.
He's like dying inside, being like, God, dang it.
Word texts from Draxel.
Yeah,
no
from
one else.
Draxel. That's it.
Yeah, he's like, Draxel. He's weird.
We I had a lovely little date with you the other night. I wanted to lay my cards out. Like I said, I usually need someone to get to know before I'm considering going even on a first date. So to have a date with you was very exciting. I do hope that something like that could happen again in the future. Excuse me, the future.
I hope so too. I've got to be real with you. I've never dated before.
You don't say.
It's like super obvious.
You know, that's 100% fine. I usually am. A lot of people are off-put by my culture, if you will. And I appreciate you being open-minded, and this doesn't need to be anything other than just us having a good lock, if you will.
Yeah.
And maybe when we have a small con coming up in the Underdock, if you would be interested. I'd be happy to host you and your friends.
He's like fumbling to like get a piece of paper to write it down. What convention?
She kind of like gets like she forgets everything in that moment, as like you're like, because like to her this is like, oh yeah, I'm committed to this plan, and like she said the words out loud and she didn't recognize that there would be consequences, and the consequences be exactly what she wanted, right? And she kind of sits there for a moment and, why don't you email me and I can get you all of the details, and that way, you know,
perfect.
I don't have to, you know, misquote you or anything and give you the wrong date. I would hate for you to set time aside out of your busy schedule, you know, being an adventurer and all. I would absolutely hate for you to, you know, miss it or outplan yourself.
Perfect.
Is that
That sounds good. Yeah.
wonderful, Tone? I'm very, very grateful for you. When are you getting home, and when could I expect an email? Not to be too forward.
Oh, I mean, we're heading back. When are we heading back? Today? Tomorrow? Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, later today, whatever.
Oh yeah, because we're going to Lenny's.
Yeah, you're going to Lenny's tonight.
Yeah, I hope it's not tonight. After I was like, "Hey, go to dinner with us," and we're like,
Stood up.
"Gone."
Come on, dude.
We just roll up with dark sunglasses on back to Mima's house. What a night.
I'll be heading back tomorrow, so I can definitely get that email to you then. Yeah, you're coming to dinner tonight?
Oh yeah, Vea invited me. Is that okay? I don't mean to introduce you and your friends.
That'll be great. You can come and meet all the friends, and like it'll be really fun. I think it'll be great.
I would love that more than anything. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders, so I only imagine the fine folk that you accompany yourself with.
And he thinks of Draxel.
I will make my own path.
Are there? This is dumb. Are there any flowers nearby?
No, this area has been pretty much like opened up. You know, it's even if it was without a lot of foot traffic and whatnot, like you know that flowers wouldn't grow as commonly like right underneath this canopy.
Darn it! I was gonna have him be a dummy. He is already a dummy, but if I mean you've got to finish up with like the last stragglers for the scavenger hunt. But if I see you around, I'm just wandering around and getting loot. So yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm done here at 3, but I think I might go back to my room. It's really bright, and you can only tolerate the sunlight for so long when you aren't used to it. If you understand.
That makes sense. You live underground, and yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Well, then I'm going to get back to work and let you go back to the rest of your day. I'll let you go. I'm holding you up. I apologize.
It's all good, thanks. And he like just like grins and like awkwardly like walks backwards and like trips and then like catches himself, like turns is like and walks away.
And, like when you like look back to see if she noticed, she like immediately like to like help you save face.
Oh boy.
Awkward boy.
So you
All
get
right.
back up with the group and you're like feeling good. What would
Yeah.
you guys like to do?
Go to Lenny's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Rain is like at his social points limit where he's just like, I just need to go lay down.
I've
Just
spent.
pet my raven for a little while.
Yeah, do you want to address anything with your raven?
I did think of a name for it. I don't know if we'd need to do a scene or anything, but he's naming it Deimos after one of the moons of Mars, and totally not from
Hey!
So Deimos is
Okay.
the grimoire's name.
So just you do like, hey, you call it, you take care of yourself. Like you said, like I just gonna go back to the room. You go back to the room. Nothing happens. No one's like following you or tailing you or anything along those lines. You make it back to your room, and like the Raven's like, what are we doing now, boss? Like, and still kind of like full of energy, but like as soon as it sees that you're like low on spell slots emotionally, he like matches that and like, all right, cool, chill time, boss. Yeah, we do that.
Watch some BooTube.
BooTube, yeah, I'm down for that. You got a name for me, by the way, yet?
How do you feel about Demos?
Demos. It's kind of like demonic a little bit.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, a little. It's totally not from some comics that I like, but
I can't shapeshift into human like they do in the manga.
No.
I don't know. I'm stuck in Southern drawl. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I just thought because you're a Raven and that's Raven.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. You have to remember, I know everything that you know at this point. I'm stuck in the drawl. I'm so sorry.
Right. That's good. I'm getting used to. Can we have maybe like a code word so you're not like saying everything I know out loud? Because there are some things I'd rather you didn't say out loud.
I'll just take the lead. I'll let you take the lead. I'm sorry. I'll let you take the lead.
That sounds good.
That sound good?
Yeah.
I'll just, you say something and then I'll respond.
Sure. Yeah, I don't need like, embarrassing moments from when you were 3 brought up and
Oh, I would never.
Okay.
Like that's like, I mean, that's good material, great material.
Is it?
But that's,
Is it though?
Now that I'm thinking back on it and like thinking on your memories, that's actually, it's great material. It's not just good material; it's great material. But yeah, we're good. I'm not gonna divulge any secrets.
Yeah. So that's about that name. Okay.
Demos.
I don't know what it was before, but
I don't remember it either.
That's great.
The longer I'm without what's her face,
what's her face?
I legitimately can no longer remember a lot. And then there was like this guy who ate part of me. I don't know if you remember that.
I do quite vividly remember that.
Not as strong as I used to be because of said consumption, but
doing okay. Not
we're doing
like
great.
Okay,
We're doing good.
Okay, that's good. Hopefully nothing like world saving or whatnot that got devoured into Draxel's.
Guess we'll never know.
Yeah. That's great. Okay.
It was the key to everything, Draxel.
In me now.
We want to time skip to Lenny's and then.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
We all good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get to Lenny's. You've recovered your spell slots. You've had your short rest to allow your social spell slots to be reignited.
Oh, good. Wish I could do that in real life.
Right.
Right?
Draxel, Vea, and Talon, you kind of walked around the con for a little bit longer, but you guys get to to Lenny's, and Zess has already saved you guys a table. She was like, I got off a little early, and I got us a table. I hope that's not too forward. And you guys all sit down, and lots of people. There's lots of commotion going on. People are trading stories. They're talking about like, oh man, and then I saw this person just get like thrown down by security. That was dope. That was so sick. And then like somebody comes up to you, Tola, and was like, were you the guy that threw the barg? It just like, and like you yeeted that guy across 3 different booths. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. And like
it was one booth, but it was really cool.
Like, you even see Zess get like 3 booths. My goodness, Eddie's humble. Draxel, you see the Zoids guy come back up to you. Hey man, like here. I had some extra stuff and I just didn't want to pack it up. And he hands you like 2 full boxes of Zoid kits.
Oh my god!
I just don't want them anymore, man. Just don't want them.
I will gladly take your scraps. Thank you.
And Bea, as you guys are like talking, and at one point, yes, if you are asking, Zess does do pancake face by taking out the holes of the pancake and putting it on her face and go, ah! But at one point, you do see Breeze walk by and she's got like under her arm like a little collection of things that she bought at the con, and she's like, "Oh, do you wanna like go through and like we can like kind of poke it like, ooh, that one's good and that one's good," and she like saddles up next to you and like pops open this binder with like different artists and different styles, and different ships.
Tolan's sitting nearby and immediately looks the other way. It's like, oh crap.
I'm like
no.
Vea is lost to the world.
And she like starts telling you about her own shippings and like the fan fiction that she's written. But yeah, everybody's.
Wait, what's your screen name on AO3?
I don't like to say it out loud. It's a little.
I just want to know if I maybe like read any of your stuff or.
Oh no! I don't have any likes on my stuff. I don't have any followers. It's all very it's buried underneath the algorithm. I'll email you.
Oh, just hands, writes it on a napkin.
She writes down her email address, and it's like AO3 Queen. Like that's.
Nice.
Anything else that you guys want to say, do while you're at Lenny's before we wrap up the session?
Nah.
No?
I think I'm good.
We're good?
That was fun.
Okay. So this concludes BarkCon. You guys have a really great time. You have a few laughs. Tolan Zest is a little forward and gives you a little peck on the cheek as you guys are leaving and walking separate ways.
He totally walks into a bar afterwards, like there's like a flagpole or something, and
I will never watch this cheek again. Get your smooches in, Tolan. So you guys make it back to the room. Nothing bad, nothing terrible happens. You guys get a long, full, restful night. You wake up the next morning, and you hop on your ride back to your hometown of Karishkagal to meet up with Grandmama
and Billy.
And Billy. And that is where we will end today's session. Woo!
Yes.
That was fun.
That was so much fun, you guys. Thank you guys so much. I never know what you guys are going to do. And I never know if you're going to take the bait that I've served any of you. And it's so much fun to have you guys like be doing all of this. And thank you, chat, for being here as well. Do we are any of us wearing? I'm not. I know I'm not. But is anybody else wearing any of the Fox Beauty cosmetics today?
No.
Yo.
I have on the like super sparkly pink gloss.
Ooh.
I can't remember its exact name. The number is 05. And I'm not gonna like kiss the screen or anything, but it has like holographic pinks in it.
Ooh.
And they show up, a lot better in person.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really cool stuff, and it goes over any of his lip colors really well, or any like regular lip colors really well. And like all of his lipsticks doesn't transfer onto like your drinks and things like that.
Nice. What's the store address? Do you remember?
It is Fox Beauty. Store.
.store. Fox Beauty with 2 X's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. So that has been us for the Cosplay Chronicles with Cosplay Stitch and C. Let's do our social medias real quick. Let's start with Dustin. Where can people find you online?
Sky Steel Art on Twitter and Sky Steel Cosplay on Instagram.
And Thea?
Crimson Nova Cos on Twitter.
And Tolan?
At VFire Cosplay on Facebook and Insta, and Twitter. I run our at Cosplay Stitch right now. So yay!
Yay! And Pannon?
I'm at Panonation on Twitter, at Panon on Instagram, and at the Panonators Fantastic Cosplays on Facebook.
And you can find me, for whatever reason, on Twitter at Crest Sphinx or on Instagram at the Crest Sphinx. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I've missed all of your faces. This has been a fantastic session, and I can't wait for next time. And in the meantime, I hope all of your dice rolls are at least interesting. Goodbye!